Blue Beetle has been in theaters for a few days now. This is DC's newest film, kind of our first movie of the DCU. We got Soto as Jaime Reyes, and guys, unfortunately, is not doing so great at the box office right now. So, Blue Beetle Battalion, let's do our part, advertise it, tell your friends about it, go watch it yourself, all that stuff. I just got back from the theater watching Blue Beetle, so of course I'll be doing my reviews. Both non-spoiler and spoiler reviews should be up tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But before we do that, before I review the movie, we gotta talk about some comments that the director, Manuel Soto, has made about things regarding that post-credit scene. So there will be spoilers in this video, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, then, obviously, spoiler warning. But at the same time, the big thing we're talking about here, I don't really know how much of a spoiler it is, because it's pretty obvious assumption to make, obviously regarding Ted Kord. Because this movie is not a Ted Kord movie. This is a Jaime Reyes movie. Jaime Reyes is the Blue Beetle of this film. And the movie does establish that in universe, Dan Garrett was the Blue Beetle and Ted Kord was the Blue Beetle. But in this film, Ted Kord has disappeared. He's gone missing. Is he dead? Is he alive? We don't know for sure, but we have the presence of other Kords in this movie. We have Kord Industries, run by Victoria Kord, and we have his daughter, Jenny Kord, who of course is Jaime's love interest in the film. Now, Ted Kord, it is revealed in the post-credit scene that he is very much alive. He's just disappeared. We don't know where he is or anything like that, but we do know that Ted Kord is out there. And when we get a sequel, Ted Kord will most definitely be involved. Now, one of the obvious things that comes with this is the casting. Who will play Ted Kord in the DCU? Yes, we did have a voice for Ted Kord in this post-credit scene because it was... he was sending this basically SOS message to say that he's alive, he's out there, but he's in trouble, but he wants to get in contact with his daughter Jenny and all that. So we see the Ted Kord suit in the Blue Beetle headquarters, Ted Kord's former base of operations, and like I said, we hear that voice. But that voice, I don't think it's like any recognizable actor or anything. They probably just had somebody that was there on set just do the voice. I don't think it's anybody notable, and it is most likely just a placeholder. And Manuel Soto has said that they have not cast Ted Kord, but one thing he has mentioned is that his dream fan cast for Ted Kord in these Blue Beetle movies is Jason Sudeikis, which this is amazing. I love this casting choice. I love Jason Sudeikis. He is a great actor. I am a huge fan of Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is one of my favorite TV series ever, and Jason Sudeikis is amazing in that show. And to go from playing Ted Lasso to Ted Kord would be awesome. Plus, he's done with Ted Lasso now after season 3. We don't know for sure if the series is over. It was a perfect series finale if it is. But either way, Ted Lasso is not on the show anymore, so probably the show's over. But I love Ted Lasso. I love Jason Sudeikis as Ted Lasso. I love Jason Sudeikis as an actor. And I think he would be absolutely insanely perfect as Ted Kord. And interestingly, some of you guys may know this if you've been subscribed to the channel for a while, but last year on March 24th of 2022, over a year ago, I already did a video about Jason Sudeikis as Ted Kord in the Blue Beetle movie, because there was a rumor going around about this leaked casting list that included Jason Sudeikis as Ted Kord. Now, obviously, if you watch the movie, you know that we never actually physically saw Ted Kord. Jason Sudeikis was never officially cast as Ted Kord. That was not something that actually happened in the movie. So this, I'm assuming, is false, because obviously he was not cast in the movie, but maybe it was coming from somewhere. Maybe there was some truth to this, not about him being cast in the movie, but at least maybe them trying to get him cast in the movie. Because not only do you have Manuel Soto confirming that he loves Jason Sudeikis and wants Jason Sudeikis as Ted Kord, but you look at this shot in the movie at the Cord estate, we have a painting that features the Cord family, featuring a look. This is our first official look at Ted Cord in the DCU, and that is very, very reminiscent of Jason Sudeikis. So it is very possible and very likely that they possibly contacted Jason Sudeikis or tried to get him into this movie. Maybe it was scheduling issues. Maybe he didn't want to do it. All those are possible, but it seems like this was at least semi-true. And he may not have been cast in the movie, at least not the final movie, but they definitely wanted him in there in some shape or form. So I think this is really, really cool. And who knows if it'll actually end up happening. Again, we don't even know if we're going to get a sequel. But if we do, and when we do see Ted Cord down the line, I do really eventually look forward to seeing Ted Cord in all his glory, and I really hope that we can possibly see Jason Sudeikis in that role, because I think that would be insanely perfect, especially because, I mean, we know we're getting that Booster Gold series for Max, HBO Max. I'm still going to call it HBO Max. Get some crossover between Ted Cord and Booster Gold. We could even have some Booster Gold Jaime Reyes crossover as well. I'm not sure exactly how they're gonna do things. Like, where even is Ted Cord? Like, is Ted Cord like in a place where he's gonna be rescued? Is he gonna be a mentor to Jaime, or is he gonna be trapped in the past or something like that? Because I did always think, like, if before watching the movie, I did always think, like, before we knew what happened to Ted Cord, about the possibility of him being dead in the universe, is that maybe for this Booster Gold series, we could have it take place both in the past and present. Past, him teaming up with Ted Cord, and in the present, him teaming up with Jaime Reyes, because, Booster Gold, time traveler, all that stuff. But it looks like, I'm assuming Ted Cord will be in the present. He is very much well and alive. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Ted Cord at some point down the line. Again, whether that is in a Blue Beetle sequel or the Booster Gold series, we will have to see. But Jason Sudeikis would absolutely be insanely perfect casting as Ted Cord in the DCU. I'm a huge fan of this casting. And again, I made a video about it over a year ago, and I was happy about it back then, but I am even more happy about it now. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this crazy news that Jason Sudeikis is wanted as Ted Cord? What did you think about the Blue Beetle movie, this post-credit scene? What do you think about confirmation that Ted Cord is well and alive? And on top of that, we could get possibly some Booster Gold crossover here. So let me know in the comments below. Again, those reviews, the non-spoiler review and spoiler review, are going to be coming tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Hit the subscribe button, all that stuff. So thanks for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.